doing well. It's another lovely Saturday afternoon inside the Dubai United Arab Emirates, and we have another Gal Talk session with my good friend for many years. My darling, would you like to come and talk to the people? It's an honor, by the way, you're coming to the channel today.
It's an honor for you having me. Thank you very much.
You can say that again now. Before you go on, a little distraction, safety first.
Thank you.
I would have asked you where your mask is, but we're in the house, so it's fine. It's fine, guys. We'll let it pass today. So take a moment, tell this lovely audience online what we are expecting, what you're good at, what you've been doing, and so on. We are all listening.
My name is Lucy Njao. I'm Kenyan, and Lizzie is my good friend, and we've known each other from a very long time. We used to work together. Like my career journey, she's well aware of it.
I've literally been there all through it.
Yes, yes. I remember you drove me to my last interview.
Oh, I did?
Yes.
That's what friends do.
Yes, and you waited for me from 10 o'clock to 3 p.m.
And I didn't even have a cup of tea, guys.
I know, and then later you took me to hospital.
I sat inside a black car with the sun in Dubai, and it was absorbing all the heat and doing all the magic on my melanin. How do we look, guys, though? What do you think? We're looking good. So right into it. You are in events. We're not gonna take much of your time, guys. She is an events master and quite affected events master.
Yes.
Are you disputing?
No.
Give the people your resume.
No. I'm an event master.
So tell us more about that.
So yes, I started events in hotels. I actually started with you in Doha. I was a banquet team leader for ladies Arabic weddings. Because you know those weddings only can be handled with ladies.
She used to dress up like a butler.
Yeah, so yeah, that's why I fell in love with events, and I was a waitress one time, and then I went to banquets, and I loved the way, because when you're a waitress, you do the same thing every day. But
with banquets, it's more versatile.
Yes. There is every different setup every day. There's different clients. There is different
people to
deal with. You don't have just to carry tray and give checks and take orders
and ask people what do you like, and they don't even know.
Yes.
All right. So we're going to really capitalize on events here inside United Arab Emirates.
Yes.
Now, guys, UAE as a country is very known internationally for having some of the biggest and the best events facilities. Actually, on an annual basis, we have more than 15 annual events that come into United Arab Emirates that attracts hundreds of thousands of people across the globe, and that is things like Gulf Food, Arab Health. There is so many, the GITEX, and this attracts people from across the globe. And I know you have a hand in some of these events and the diversity of the industries that they are in. So you want to tell us a little bit more of the challenges you faced and how you overcame, and we just want to know if we are interested to venture in events, guys. So let's listen on together.
So I think the first challenge is having to coordinate, especially from people from the airport. Like, you have to know when they are coming, when they are going, how to move them from the airport to the accommodation. And if the event is not there, how are you going to transport them from the hotel they're staying?
If the event is not there,
in the hotel,
in a different destination location from where they're staying. Right.
But the hardest part is having to coordinate that one by one, because people arrive in different airports, different flights, different locations and different times. So, and having to have, people are coming at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., having to make sure when they arrive.
And you're on call throughout this time.
Yes. Especially also, you organize event with people from US who are 9 hours behind. They work. They by 3 p.m. Is when they are waking up. By 8 o'clock.
So their jet lag is part of your problem.
Yeah,
I think this is so challenging.
Yes, it is. And making sure that everybody that is arriving at the airport has somebody to pick them up.
Whoa.
So I think those are the most challenging things: the time difference and the arrival time, because departure time of having them to the venue place, it's like a group. You have to transport all them together. But doing it one by one with different timings, and when you are dealing with different people, you face challenges. Like somebody's arriving at 3 a.m. They will call you at night saying, I don't see my driver here to pick me up.
That is 9 a.m. in the morning. It means they have literally been at the airport 6 hours.
Yes.
Oh. Oh, I would create a scandal in that event if I was the one, but thank God I have been denied such privileges.
No. You are still
dramatic people like me don't deserve such privileges, honestly. So in Dubai, what is the scope in terms of the number of people, or the diversity or the versatility of the events that you've handled? Is it things to do on health? Is it things to do on people? Is it networking? Or what kind of events really do you deal in?
I deal with all kind of events, meeting, social events, trainings, all kind. But for now, like as I said, I used to work for a hotel where I handle different kind of events in the hotel, and now I'm working for a private company. So mainly I deal with meetings and social events, because people, when they come here, they just don't want to have a meeting. They want to go out and see Dubai, do some shopping.
Guys, that was just a little bit to tell you, who to go to if you want something on a social event. They give free passes.
Please.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
For me and you that we know about it, we can get some pro bonos.
I can negotiate rates.
Did I hear yes? Oh,
rates, negotiate rates. Nothing is for free too much, Dubai.
To buy. So pre-COVID-19, it was a high season for you. Actually, most of the year that has gone so far, now we are in July, most of the major events take part within the 2nd month to the 5th month.
Yes.
So all this period has most of the events are compacted within this time. So you want to tell us a little bit more on how you are impacted with your work, working from home when there is literally no event. So how have you been handling this?
It's been difficult, especially working for a US company, because all the rules that apply in the US, we have to apply them here. So regardless of what government says.
Our rules here with COVID-19 is not obedient to any other, like it's not relating to any other kind of governing or something like that, because we just have our own different set of rules.
Yes.
So,
and we also have our own, and we don't follow the local rules here. Like, people had gone back to the office already. They have already gone back to the office. But for us, we are not going back to office
until further notice. Until
they said from 1st of September. But if it's ish, it's not really.
It's not yet confirmed.
Yes.
So I think that is going to depend on how badly, you said it's a US company. I think that is going to depend pretty much on how badly the US is affected.
Yes.
And they have the gold medal when it comes to the effects of COVID-19. Right now, the number of deaths are nearing 300,000. That's a lot. And they are improving on the tests. And there is a lot of propaganda coming up and down. They have tested a lot of medicines. I think they are leading in testing of the medicines. So pretty much your impact here inside UAE is reliant on what happens in the US.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So what future do you forecast on events? Because right now, most of the countries, most of the governments, now without boiling it down to institutions, most of the governments do not expect to have any public gatherings or events at least till October or the autumn of 2021. How do you think you're going to be affected business-wise and career-wise?
We have been affected because there is no gatherings and nobody is in the office. So my job literally is like on a standstill. So yeah, but now what we are working on is on virtual meetings. So because the business has to go on, because
correct,
people might lose their job and every business needs to survive, and we have clients who rely on us. We have sales and marketing who have to do their job. They have and they cannot go visit them because as I said, our company have not allowed anybody to travel until Q1 of 2021. You cannot travel either for business, even for leisure. You have to get
for leisure. Actually, it's out of bounds, and there is destinations you're going to is a hurdle there. Coming in is a hurdle.
Yes.
They have this new rule. When you come in, you need to have like this Covid19 negative certificate, and it should be issued at least 48 hours before you come in. And when you come in, usually they still check if you display any Covid-19 symptoms. They still have the right to check you at the Dubai International Airport, and they do the thermal scannings, of course. And so it has become, I think the compliance is getting lower now. People were a lot more afraid of the coronavirus when it was declared a pandemic. Now the compliance rate has really gone down, in my opinion.
Yeah, the compliance, especially in Dubai, has gone down since it opened, and
we are
flexible.
Tired. We are tired of being locked up. We are literally tired.
But it doesn't apply to the company I'm currently working on. So we have to follow the regulations that they are setting for us. So even if you don't test positive, you have to quarantine yourself at least for 4 days in a government certified hotels. They have those hotels.
The list is big. It's 5-star quarantine, guys. It's 5-star. The only country in the world that gives you 5-star quarantine. So you want to tell us a little bit more as we are about to wrap up on the future you forecast. Of course, many industries are expecting to pick up somewhere around October. As we have seen in UAE, a lot of touristic activities are coming in because UAE is known for its tourism. And now the flights have started coming in. The leading airlines are right now flying up to 60 destinations, that being Emirates, Etihad, Fly Dubai, and Air Arabia. So have you started receiving any emails or any notifications that things are going to bounce back, or what future do you forecast?
I think the future that I see is that people will, the airports are opening, but if there is no like a vaccine or something set, a cure for this disease, people will also be reluctant to travel.
Pretty much. People are already reluctant, not just reluctant, scared to travel. Until
then, I think the travel, and as what I do for the company I work for is that 75% of the people in that company have like 50 to 90% travel, like the job requires for them to travel. So, and as I said, they are not allowed to travel for business until Q1 2021, and that is if it's subject to change, you know. But this year is definitely no traveling.
Not at all.
Not
this
at
year
all.
You cannot even go back to your home country.
So I think what most companies are doing, especially, is virtual meetings. So we are integrating to have meetings as usual, trainings. As I said, business has to go on. People need to make money. Companies need to make money to maintain their employees.
Correct.
So, and we deal with so many customers that needs interaction every now and then. That's why people travel a lot. So what we are doing now is having like WebEx, or Zoom webinars and team buildings. Like we have not stopped doing what we used to do before. We are still going to do it, but we are going to do it virtually, and our meetings are usually very fun and is like
casual kind of
casual. So I'm working on developing and contacting vendors and suppliers who do virtual events, like they do social team building activities or something fun. We are having meditation, we are having Zumba in the middle of the meeting.
Can you imagine?
With some vendors. It's always very fun. So this is where we are going. I think the meetings and gathering is going to the next maybe 1.5 years, maybe
I think
until October. Until October next year.
Who work on things like IT sectors, it is their time to shine.
It is.
Because they are right now under pressure to ensure that people can still meet and go on with their businesses. And I think this COVID-19 has helped us to understand that some people can actually work from home.
I've been working from home for the past 5 months, and still I think until October, November, we are not going to the office. So
saving on your fuel right there. So as we wrap up, is there anything you'd want to tell somebody who is interested in events, somebody who has tried in events and it was not as successful? Anything you want to tell in terms of advice or an insight for somebody who is interested in events, if they want to start, and how they can potentially start?
Yes, as I said, as I started in the industry, hotel industry as a waitress, and I discovered that I want to be in events. I just don't want to be a waitress. I want to have more. So I think if you have a passion on something and you see something that you're interested to do, I would advise you go for it. I cross-trained. I went to college, did my diploma in hotel management when I was still a waitress. I want to enroll in project management now, and maybe a foreign language, especially Arabic, since
not Chinese. The entire world is becoming Chinaized now. So everyone is going for Cantonese and Mandarin. So I may consider
I
that.
Spanish. I love Spanish. Because I tried doing French, I cannot.
But what makes you think Spanish is easier than French?
Because it doesn't have that thing. Sound.
And she does not have to talk from the throat.
Yes, I cannot. I cannot.
So pretty much with events, she is events master. She works on all these versatile fields, and it's been great knowing a hard-working woman like you. She did not mention it. It's almost a decade.
Yes,
it is almost a decade.
Yes, it's almost a decade.
Toast to that. To sit down and do this interview we have today.
Thank you for having me and supporting me. You've been a very great support in my life, my personal life, in my career life.
I can say the same of you.
I appreciate that.
I should say the same.
Really?
I should say the same. So finish saying it and then I say me too. So guys, we've had Lucy on set today. Lucy is an events master. She's among the people to look out for in Dubai, if not to say Middle East. And I know you're coming up with things for your own self because the drive that you have.
Yes.
I know you're not stopping at a private company. It's gonna be good if the private company is owned by you because you have the full capacity and potential. So let's work on that. I'm not used to that thing, but it kind of looks good on camera. Kind of looks good on camera. So guys, thank you all very much. That's all we had time for today. We've been having Lucy and me, your presenter, Elizabeth Njoka. Do have a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you, and toast to many more years after coronavirus.
Amen. Amen to that.